My name is Micayla and I'm varsity team captain for soccer, cross country, and track and field. For me, being a leader has really benefited me because not only have I helped the team become league champions of soccer or make it to CIF finals and track and cross country and everything, as an individual human being, it's made me feel like I have to elevate my game at practice because I set by example, I lead by example, so that makes me go 110% at practice, and that helps me with all my decisions because I know others are looking up to me as a leader.
Micayla is an amazing young woman. She makes everyone around her better. My favorite thing about Micayla is that she's very accomplished, but you would never know that because she never brags about it. She never really tells people about the things that she's working on or accomplishing. She just goes out and does it.
You don't see someone like Micayla come through very often. Not only is she an incredible athlete that, again, starting for the freshman year, competing at a high level in 3 sports, but also being that type of human being who's so humble and so giving. You don't see it very often, and when you do, you understand really how special it is.
Micayla is one of those unique individuals who comes every day with such a positive attitude, such an eagerness to learn, and is so well respected by her peers.
Every time we ever have a conversation about a game or a track meet or a cross-country meet, she's always telling me about who did good as her teammates. Never mentions herself. I've walked away from conversations with her thinking she had an off day, only to run into the coach later and tell me, oh, she won the 100, the 200, and the 400. And I'm like, well, you know, it wasn't even mentioned.
My family, they're a huge part of my life because they're who I come home to every night and who I wake up to every morning. I think if I didn't have a support system like them, or if they were working all the time and I never got to see them, or if they didn't care about my grades or my sports, or show up at all my sporting events, I wouldn't be who I am today just because I do have that support system, so that pushes me a lot more.
You know, I think she's pretty typical at home. I yell at her for not cleaning her room, and she doesn't do her laundry.
I mean, you know, she has the same flaws any teenager does. They forget to tell you about stuff, things come up last minute. It's like, hey, remember us, we're your family.
Family's important to her, I think. You know, she does make time to spend time with us. She makes time to go with her mom. She's training her mom right now for 10K.
Training my mom has been a good time. We haven't run that much yet, but we plan on doing it just because of her work schedule, my school schedule. It's kind of everywhere, so it's one of those things, if we have time, we do it. So it'll be at like 6 o'clock in the wetlands. But it's a lot of fun because we're not going super fast, so it's just a good time for us to talk on these runs.
So I've gotten up to 4 miles on my long days.
Okay, where are you supposed to be on your long days?
I have no idea.
Wow, you're great at this.
I'm not very good at this. It's your job. I feel like it's a great bonding experience because first of all, she forces me to talk while I run to keep my breathing. But it actually gives us a chance to talk together about anything.
Time is a real issue around here, especially this year. She's carrying 7 classes, I think. Very unusual for a senior. And she's got 2 AP and 2 International Baccalaureate classes. So she's carrying 4 extremely high-end classes plus 2 required classes and an ASB class. So for her, time is a real problem. So trying to manage that is difficult.
So I wake up 5:30 or 6, get to school around 7-ish. That's when my first class starts at 7. Go throughout the day. I have a full schedule, so I don't get out till about 2:30. And then by then I have like 20 minutes before I have to go to cross-country practice. And I have cross-country practice, and then I usually have to take my brother home. So we usually get home around like 5:30 or 6. I have nothing else for ASB. And so that's a perfect day, nothing else. So I get home, try to do some homework, usually take a nap. Then I eat dinner, then I do more homework, and then go to sleep.
I'm always amazed at how she does balance school and athletics because she's so involved in obviously her sports lives, but also her academic life, and then she's also involved in a lot of community service.
For me, I think using how much I do academically, like all my AP classes and everything, I use athletics to get away from all that. So I think without athletics, I'd kind of go crazy. So even though it is a hard balance, it's kind of a needed balance. So.
You know, there's always some great students here, and we'll get students that kill it on the field or on the track or in the pool, and then they'll also kill it academically, but she's top of the heap for sure.
You know, as a parent, watching your child develop is really neat. I mean, it's one of those few joys you get in the world that you were involved in, and if you're lucky, it turns out really well.